MK, and I am here with another Paw Your Way into Our Hearts, and I am combining it with Kit Conspiracy, and I have this adorable photo of my puppy wearing his sweater. He loves sweater weather, at least he pretends to do. Tell me he does. I have some white cardstock that I'm going to be practicing, either my transparent crackle paste or my opaque crackle paste, both sprayed with this Lumberjack Plaid Distress ink. So I'm going to see which one I like the best before I actually go apply it to my layout. I also have this random stamp that I received in a kit. I cannot remember the name of whose this was, to be honest. I apologize about that, but I'm going to be stamping it in a really old White Daisy ink pad by Close to My Heart. I love how the White Daisy actually stamps in white, but it's almost like a distressed white. Now I have two wood grain stencils, and I think I'm going to lean more towards the smaller stencil just because I want to use it in smaller portions on my layout. Now I have several of these brown butterflies to add to my layout, and it has absolutely nothing to do with the fact that I want a bunch of butterflies. It's actually just for the color. So in reality, you really won't see them at all. I don't know how that blue butterfly ended up on my layout. Probably just one of those things that it magically appeared type of deal. And from 49 and Market, the Toast Laser Collection, or laser little embellishments. I have a few little pieces, all of these border strips and all that stuff. I also have these two film strips, but I do not end up using those at all. So I try, but the layout just doesn't ask for it, right? It doesn't work. I have also two, this little laser cut piece from the Garage Collection, and then I have my 49 and Market Serenity chipboard piece. I have two pieces. I'm not sure which one I'm going to use, either the round swirly gig from Dusty Attic or from Mente Garage. It's actually not Mente Garage. It's actually called Mente Mechanics chippies. And then a couple cut apart sheets from the Garage Collection. And then I'm going to cut my piece down to 8.5 by 11. I just am not sure which side yet, but I think I'm going to go with the right side. I really like all that texture and white space that will help me put more onto the layout because it is pretty busy as is. All right, so I'm going to just squirt out a little bit or scoop out a little bit from both. The transparent is on the left and the opaque is on, or no, the transparent is on the right and the opaque is on the left. I'm going to mix in my Lumberjack Plaid into the transparent first, because the opaque, I will be able to not have to clean up my spatula. It won't matter if I clean it up or not. It really won't be seen. So I did end up liking the transparent because it actually dried red, where this one dries pink, and I think I'm going to have to use a lot of product to get the red that I'm looking for. So I'm going to go with the transparent because then it dries clear, but my red color will be seen, and I don't have to do a lot of effort to get the red. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is stamp a whole bunch of these white lines. Now, like I said, I love this white stamp pad. They told me that I would need to purchase the re-inker for this because lighter ink pads dry out faster. I've had this since like 2009, you guys. It has not dried out one bit, and I don't own a re-inker for it. So I'm a rebel and did not play nice with what I was told. It's still going strong, you guys. It really is. And I love it. I just have to give the layout a little bit to dry because it does stay wet a lot longer than most ink pads. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm just going to do little blocks of this wood grain. I'm not going to do a whole lot. But what I'm looking for my pattern is a weaving type of pattern. So I really want to bring out the knitted texture that is in my puppy's sweater. I really do. I wanted to bring that out, but I also wanted to add a little bit of red, but not so much that it's in your face, I'm red type of deal, right? So I splattered with white and then I splattered with sterling silver. Both of them are Dina Wakley gloss sprays. I'm really digging I don't know why it took me so long to get on her bandwagon, but I'm really digging her acrylic sprays. I like the fact that they're acrylic. It does take a little bit longer for them to dry. However, they dry in the same exact color as they go down in. So they're not alcohol based. And alcohol based usually dries a little bit softer than what acrylic base is, which to me, acrylic tells me that it's paint based. So there is some thickness to it. So I like that. Anyways, I'm going to start with my first weave, which is this gorgeous plaid. It was my favorite, is my favorite print from this collection. I cannot get enough of this plaid, you guys. I may have to go and purchase more of this paper. In all honesty, either that or just the individual pieces like this plaid. But I really do love this collection. All right, so now that I know where I want all my plaid pieces, I'm going to go ahead and glue them all together. I keep forgetting that my puppy photo is really not attached yet, so I can move it now. It doesn't need to stay there. But I wanted to put the plaid in between my red panels that I put on. And like I said, I only want the red to be seen a little bit. I don't want it to be seen a lot. And I really wanted the plaid to pull out of his blanket because his blanket is that blue plaid. Not exactly the same plaid, but yes. Now here's where I'm bringing in the butterflies. Again, I'm just looking to bring in that brown that matches the flooring in my craft room. So this brown is not throughout our entire house. My craft room is, or was, when I first bought the house, the craft room and the extra half bath used to be the garage. And then they added another garage to the house and turned it into almost a guest bedroom. And so it is slightly separated from the rest of the house. So you have to go through the entire house to get to this room. And like I said, a guest bathroom type of deal. We have since then converted the half bath into a full bath. And eventually when I move out of this room, it will be my daughter's room, which I think is great because it'll separate her from the boys. Not that we want her separated, but they're all teens. She needs her space, in all honesty. She's starting to get cranky and wanting that girl privacy type of deal is where I'm going with that. So yeah, it'll be a perfect little space for her because it's basically not with the rest of the house. And it's not like she has to go 5 miles to get to her bedroom. Not that at all, but it's convenient because if the boys want to be loud and rowdy, she won't be affected because her area of the house is cement and she doesn't hear the hardwood floors and all that good stuff. So, I mean, it'll be perfect for her. It'll be her, what is that called? Serenity. It'll be her serene surroundings. I'm not sure what the word is. So I am taking these little stitched or woven borders from 49 and Market, inking the edges and then cutting them apart and inking the edges some more. So I started with the very pale one, the palest color, and then I'm starting with the darkest color, or next I already started. And I'm just weaving them in and around the butterflies. I don't really care if the butterflies show. I just want the color of the butterflies. I just wanted that brown on there because it's a little bit of a different brown than what I'm cutting apart now. I do like the fact that I've got 3 different shades of brown in these woven borders. But yes, I definitely was looking for something a little darker, and the butterflies gave that to me. And it's just a hint scattered throughout the entire layout. So once I am done putting all of the dark pieces down, I will put all the light pieces down. Now, my puppy absolutely loves his sweater. Anytime he sees his sweater, or it's pulled out because of the winter or anything, he just sits there politely and patiently waiting for somebody to put it on him. We call it, so he sits pretty. And what I mean by sits pretty is he sits on his butt and then puts his hands, if you're standing, on your hips or your thighs. That's what they're called. He will put his paws on your thighs and just wait for you to put the sweater over his head. Then he'll lift one paw up, and you'll guide it through his little arm, and then he'll lift the other paw up once the other one touches your thigh again. And he is all ready for his sweater, and he sleeps like a baby. He goes outside and just plays like the winter doesn't even bother him. I mean, he just loves his little sweater. But when he gets hot at night, because my daughter likes to wrap him in a blanket, he actually takes his sweater off all on his own. So anyways, my husband thinks it's ridiculous. He says he's covered in fur. He doesn't need a sweater. But he's a big baby when it comes to being out in the cold. And when you put the sweater on him, he loves it even more. Like, he'll spend more time out in the cold. So anyways, I love documenting about my puppy in his sweater. So I just really do. My husband's dog is like, no way, don't even think about putting that on me. But he's also a very shaggy dog, so we're okay. All right, so I am going to take Dina Wakely in Ancient, as well as Heidi Swap in Tea, and then, of course, the Lumberjack Plaid from Distress Ink to distress my chipboard piece. I love how when you spray on your first coat, and then if you're very fast, you can sprinkle it on before it has time to soak in, and then your colors blend together. And when the red hit all of these colors, it was just the perfect touch of rust on my little whirly magig here that I have. Now, I don't know why I needed that on my layout. In all honesty, it's just an interesting decoration. It has absolutely nothing to do with the layout, but I do enjoy, I'm glad I added it to my layout. I think it would have been lacking something had I not. All right, so also too, while I am gluing all of this down, be sure to check out everyone else that is playing along with Paw Your Way Into Our Hearts. This is the brainchild of Rebecca Lockhart as well as Miranda Weber. They are both here on YouTube. And I joined in because I didn't realize that I took so many photos of my puppies. Not a clue. Until I started putting my albums together, and then I realized I've got a lot of puppy photos. Yes, I do. So anyways, this little tiny thing that says, "Hey, love this most," is my title. That's it. I don't have a whole lot. I just really wanted to play with my products, and put a cute puppy photo on a layout. In all honesty, that was where it was. I do have to say that I did for sure want to do a weaving effect, and I think that I accomplished it. I really like how it blends into the background, and then it like comes in from the background and goes into my photo. I just love that, you guys. Made a little mistake on my title where it says love this more, not most. So I went ahead and made it look like I purposely meant to do that, just because that's the way that I roll, and I'm not gonna try to ruin my layout in order to fix something else. I might as well just make it look like I meant to do that. So anyways, here are the close-ups for you guys. Like I said, everybody's links are down below to their videos who are hopping along with us. It is the third Thursday of every month. We love to document about our animals, our puppies, more precise, not just any animals, but our puppies. We realize that we all have a lot of these photos and they just don't get scrapped. So if you're interested in any other puppy layouts that I have created, here are 2 more videos for you today that I have picked out if you're interested in going and checking them out. All right, you guys, thank you so much, and I'll check y'all later. Bye.